What's up, everybody? Welcome back to MDITV as we're getting ready to do 15 minutes worth of sprint racing and then a 30-minute feature here tonight with the eFormula V series. These guys have it going on here lately on the road courses, but today's a new one. We're at Lucas Oil Raceway, about to do some laps. As I still got Open Park up there. About to do some oval track racing for these things. It should be interesting to see how they draft and how resilient these cars are. We're going to find out here tonight. We will find out here tonight as these guys are out here are putting down qualifying times. So far, Justin with a quick time of 26.09 and Smalling just 1/100th of a second behind him with a 26.10. This field looks pretty close here tonight. Should be some good side by side. I wouldn't be surprised to see 3 or 4 wide racing here tonight, as I'm going to take you out on the track with Smalling as they're side by side in qualifying. They do have 15 minutes of qualifying. They're about 7 minutes in. Should be interesting to see how this one turns out. I can't wait. Got 9 cars here. I expect them all to make it through, but we're going to find out. We will find out here tonight. So what's everybody up to here tonight? As we got nobody watching. What's everybody up to tonight? Who do you got for your favorites? Doesn't look like we have any of the Brazilian guys up in here. They definitely like that road course racing better. Oh, here we go. Now we got some people up in the chat. What's up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to jump in and see if where the points are at with these guys, just to give you an idea where everybody stands. That out, and we're going to go ahead and pull up another screen. Let's see, which one can I use? Which one can I use? I guess I could even change this one. Let's go to display number 1, just kind of show you guys where we are at. Is it going to let me? Oh, it's still showing you that. Hold on. Let me move this over. Maybe that'll. I'm trying to pull up the points just so you guys can see how close everybody is. See this? Huh. Just trying to get the scene changed. What's up, everybody? What's up? So here it is. We have we do have it so that everybody can see what everybody's saying, except for Facebook. Facebook, everybody will see what you're saying, but you can't see what they're saying. I guess it's something with Facebook where it doesn't allow the cars the messages to relay over to them. I don't know, but so you guys, if you're talking in YouTube, you're talking in Twitch, you're talking in Discord, you'll be able to see everybody's messages, and it should be interesting now that I don't have to talk as much over. What's up, Peter? Just seen ya. Trying to figure out how to pull up these freaking points. Give me a second. Let's see. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't need trading paints. Let's see if that's it. I don't know why it's not changing for you guys, but I'm definitely... Oh, it's just showing you the screen right now. Trying to switch it over to the right one, but it just wants to show you some racing, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go back to this and get rid of the I don't know why it's showing me my borders. It never does. That's definitely a pain. Let's see if I can... Hold on one second. Let's see if that fixed it. Nope, that didn't fix it. Sorry, just trying to get the points up. But Stowers is in the lead by 9 points over Thomas Smalling. And then 17 back, you got Kevin. And 11 back from him, you have Marcellus. So that's our top four. I'm going to go ahead and pull the racing back up for you guys, because I have no clue why it's doing that to us here tonight. Making it difficult on me, because that's what it does. That's what it does. Alright, let's go ahead and pull up your ticker again. Let's see where these guys are at right now for time. Stowers in the lead with a 26.09 quick time for Thomas Stowers. Thomas Smalling out there trying to pick up on his lap. Draft is going to play a major role. If you don't have anybody out there to draft with right now, it's definitely going to hurt you here tonight. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh well. Oh well. Hold on, guys. Let me pull that back in full screen so you guys don't have to look at that. I don't know why it's messing with me tonight. It just doesn't like me. But I got the time. Oh, we got a new quick time. We got Juan up top with a 26.04. These times are so close, and the draft is playing such a big role. As you see these guys out here running side by side. Side by side here tonight. We're going to see a lot of this kind of racing, and this track is definitely big enough for three-wide racing in these things. Not a traditional view of the Formula Vs, but man, this is going to be a whole lot of fun, because it looks like we got Marcellus, Thomas, and Kevin running in a pack here. Juan's out here. He's running with, looks like Bill Sleep in the 61. Spencer out here by himself, currently 9th quickest. It looks like we got a new one. Looks like David made the race, as he's got to get out there and get a lap time down. Oh, he did get a lap time down. So it looks like we're up to 10 cars for tonight's race. Should be interesting to see how this one goes down. Make sure you guys give a hello, a like, and a share here for us here tonight. Help us out. Smalling to the top of the chart with a 25.99. He breaks the 26-second barrier, drops it down to a 25 barely. That draft, I'm telling you, it's going to play a huge role here tonight. And qualifying is all to do with how and where you catch the draft. It looks like the top 7 cars are stupid close in time. It should be a good one here tonight. Got a feeling we're gonna have big pack racing, kind of like the Cup cars at Dega. It's just gonna have one big pack. These guys are all gonna stay together. I mean, when you get 2 or 3 guys side by side, that's just gonna create a bigger draft, a bigger hole for the cars behind them. And these guys are just gonna end up sitting in one big pack. These things are definitely underpowered, which will create that pack racing. Side by side with Smalling and Kevin putting laps down here tonight, as we got about 15 seconds, less than 15 seconds of qualifying left. Then we're going to go to the first sprint race, essentially a heat race. That should be good to watch. That'll give us an idea of what kind of racing we're going to see. I got a feeling it's going to get dicey, and if we have a wreck, it's going to be a big one. Going to the starting grid for the heat race, we got Thomas Smalling with a quick time of 25.992. Got Juan starting second in the 191. Thomas Stowers. And the 211 starting third. Justin starting fourth. Mark Crawford starting fifth. Kevin starting 6th. Marcellus starting 7th. Bill Sleep in 8th. Spencer Pete in 9th. David Kaufman in 10th. And Kyle makes it in. He's going to start 11th. So, I guess, you know, a couple people I think you got to watch out for is, one of the people that I would watch out for is definitely that 61. That 61 car. He's definitely could surprise us here. We haven't heard a whole lot. It's 161. We haven't heard a whole lot from him here. Ooh, I guess I was wrong. That was, who is that? Trying to figure out who it is that's in that one position with the... Oh, okay, that is who I thought it was. All right, so Bill Sleep in the 161. That red and white car back there. Looks like there's blood all over it. That's the car. I would watch out for him tonight. He could pull out a win here today. We don't see a whole lot from him. But this is definitely a track that he could excel on. I've seen him plenty of times in the ovals. I've seen him plenty of times on this in this type of race. Bill Sleep could be the surprise here tonight. As these guys are pulling out with the pace car. I don't know if they got to do... It looks like they're just going to do one pace lap here tonight. We haven't done this view yet with these cars because it's just a little different. But we're going to go ahead and start on the nose of Thomas Smalling for this one. As it should be interesting to watch these guys fan out. He's got Stowers behind him. So those two I expect to be fast. Juan with a big surprise there. I think he's more of a road course guy, but definitely put a good lap down to get second in qualifying. So Thomas Smalling definitely needs some points here. Needs to take advantage of this heat race because there are points. He's a little bit behind, and he definitely doesn't want to be where he's at, I'm sure. As we're waiting on the pace car to pull in, as Thomas is trying to insist he pulls in sooner. He's ready to go. As these guys are heading through, I believe, 3 and 4 right now. We're about to see some green flag racing. Oh, no. I guess we're in 1 and 2. Because we did do 2 laps. Oh, no. I was wrong. So now we're in 3 and 4. Pace car's pulling in. Let's go. Let's see these guys run. It should be interesting as we got a blinker up there. Right around. Oh, it looks like it might be Mark. No, it's not Mark. Somebody up there is definitely blinking on the high side. Green flag is out. Oh, it looks like Kevin was blinking. As Smalling goes up underneath. Stowers comes up underneath Smalling's. As we got a battle for the lead. Oh, we got a wreck in the back already. I do not think that they're going to do cautions. As these guys are battling it out side by side. Looks like Bill Sleep was caught up in that one. I want to go back and look. Oh, he just gets loose. Getting on the throttle. Tough one for Bill Sleep. But this is just the heat. He's still got another chance at the feature. As Smalling back to the lead. I think whoever's sitting in the front is kind of just a sitting duck. I think there's going to be such a huge advantage from the draft behind these guys that I don't know if I want to be first. But if you look at these guys right now, they're side by side, just like if we were at a Talladega or Daytona in the trucks or the cars. Side by side through the field as these guys are trying to figure out what they can and can't do with these things. They get 30 minutes of practice and a 15-minute qualifying, but this is definitely a different experience for each one of these guys as they're coming through. I believe it's 3 and 4 here. Oh, looked like we got one up. Looked like Mark scraped the wall here as we got 13 minutes and 30 seconds left to the sprint race. 15 minutes. That's a lot of time for these guys on this track. That's a lot. Oh, we got one around. One around in the back straightaway. He's got to get it turned back around. Facing the right way. Tough one for him. Kevin, he got it turned around too with him. Tough for those guys as they're still side by side at the front of the pack. This is definitely interesting and much more exciting than I thought it was going to be, guys. All right, there's 3 in the chat. Give me a holla. Let's go. As they're side by side still through the pack. Looks like Marcellus has got something figured out. He's got a bad case of where did he come from, as he's on the heels of Thomas Smalling down on the bottom side. He was kind of just sitting in the back looking like he was figuring things out, and all of a sudden, boom, he's there, running in the third position with Justin up high above him as they're side by side for first, second, third, and fourth. Mark Crawford kind of sitting right behind him, waiting for somebody to make a mistake. And Spencer Pete might be in the right place, because one of these guys slip up, they could all go, and Spencer Pete could drive right around him. And I got a feeling he's still in the draft. I think he could still pull in if he wanted to on these guys. Battle for the lead still is Smalling. Smalling, you see, get that low lane works real good through the turns, but that high lane gets that big push with the momentum down the straightaways. And it definitely looks like it's working now as these guys are organizing to the top. They're trying to freight train Smalling as they're side by side for second. Justin on the high side. Smalling down low. Who's going to take second? 11 minutes and 30 seconds left, guys. Who's your pick to win the sprint race here? As we got, as you see up there, 11 minutes and 17 seconds left in this race. As they're side by side now for third. The bottom lane is no longer working for these guys, especially by themselves. And Smalling is back to the fourth position. Will he jump up? No, he gets a run down on the bottom side. He's just trying to figure out that draft. I'm curious. Can he side draft in these things? Might have to pull somebody in during the warm-up and see. Oh, Smalling gets squeezed up on the high side as we got Marcellus down on the bottom now. He's going to go backwards. That low line just is not working anymore. Or these guys just learned a lot. But every time somebody goes down to the bottom, it seems like they fall to the back. As the front fives nose to tails, Marcellus looks down. Marcellus to the bottom of the track. Now, I know that trick. You take that momentum, drive it downhill through the turn, hope you can grab a position, but these guys are too close together. And Mark Crawford's pulling up closer on Smalling. That might eliminate the opportunity for Marcellus to push back up if he's able to. But Marcellus looks to be making moves down on the bottom by himself as the lap car's coming into play. Lap car pulls down out of the way. That's Kyle, the number 47. He did not get any practice as he got in just at the tail end of qualifying. Side by side for the lead almost. Now it's back to second. We got Marcellus. Marcellus gets the drive on the bottom. He's found something down there. Probably has all to do with the angle they turn themselves down into the turn. You want to not scratch. Oh, looks like there was tire contact as that takes out Stowers and the 77 to Justin. Tough luck for those two as Marcellus is to the lead. Let's see if I can figure out exactly what happened there. Did they actually make contact? Oh, netcode. Bit by netcode. As it looks like he might even hit the outside wall, but never actually hit it. Tough luck for the number 211 of Thomas Stowers. He had a good run as Smalley's in the lead. Marcellus to the high side. Mark Crawford, he's in that third position. He's in the catbird seat. Side by side, through the turns, through the straightaways. These guys are battling it out. We got a little three-car pack here as they got quite a lead on the rest of the field. Pete's the next closest one. They got a 3.6 second lead on him. Everybody else is way behind or one lap down or more. These three are going to be battling it out for these bonus points. Can they keep it in one piece and keep it straight? As Marcellus dives down to the bottom, can he pull off the slide job? Will he slide up in front of Smalling? Oh, he ran out of time. He's going to have to stay low. Down the straightaway, back straightaway, side by side. Smalling on the top, getting a big run. Smalling all the way up by the wall. That lets Marcellus by when Marcellus try and pull up the track, and he can't make it as the door closes. Side by side through 1 and 2. Thomas Smalling way up top as he looks to take the momentum and cross over Marcellus down the back straightaway into the drag race for the lead. Thomas Smalling just dove it in there, slides up in front of Marcellus. It's Marcellus pulls the crossover. Side by side down the front straightaway. Mark says, why not some 3 wide? Never mind. Side by side with the leaders. It looked like Thomas Smalling learned something there. I think that's what that was all about. What do you got to do to put yourself in position? It looks like running down the track like that made a big difference with the speed. As sometimes when we used to run the street stocks, we would play that trick at at some of those big tracks, because you would actually gain speed if you pulled from the top and drove down the banking. That looks like it's exactly what Thomas Smalling did as he worked as high up as he could, wound up that momentum, and dove down to the bottom of the track to get around Marcellus. Definitely looks like some practice that he was working on for the finish, as every lap you learn something here at any of these tracks. Thomas down to the bottom underneath Marcellus. If that was on a race, Marcellus would have got it that time by. But Thomas Smalling now pushing to the lead in 1 and 2. You know, and another thing we haven't seen a whole lot of here is tire wear. Will tire wear play a role in the 30-minute feature here tonight? Will these guys need to get tires? Yeah, Mark is killing it. He thought about taking it 3 wide, but he's been real patient, which is probably going to be the key here. I think you wait till 1 to go before you make your move if you're Mark. But that's going to pull. Looks like Thomas is playing. Looks like Thomas is learning right now. Looked like Thomas totally pulled to the back of this pack to see what he can do and how the runs are working. That's what I'm gathering from the language of how he's driving the car. But right now we got Mark Crawford in second, Marcellus in first, Thomas Smalling in third behind these guys. Smalling right up on the back, if they had a bumper, of Mark Crawford. As Crawford shoots up the track, Thomas looks down. Whoa. Looks like 3 cars have elected to not rejoin the sprint race. But like I said before, these guys do have a main event, a feature here tonight. Pit stops are going to be absolutely crucial here with no cautions to not make any mistakes. Look, I think as Mark is smart, the worst he's going to get out of this is third. But you can definitely see the learning that Thomas Smalling is doing in that number 44. I'm expecting to see what kind of move he tries to make. If he waits for Mark to go side by side to see how the car handles, I'm waiting to see what he's trying to figure out here as he's staying right on the bumper of Mark Crawford. Crawford all the way up at the wall. You got to be careful flirting with that wall. As Smalling's underneath him. That definitely didn't help his momentum there as he's it looks like he's watching that mirror a little too much. Either that or he's just trying to figure out a way to get a run. As Smalling down up underneath Crawford. I know Smalling wanted to learn some other stuff here. Might not get the opportunity to because he's going to have to make a move here soon as we've got 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes remaining. We're talking what? Let's see what their lap times are currently. We're talking about 26 seconds a lap. 26 and a half. So these guys will get about probably 9 or 10 laps. Maybe a little bit. Oh, shoot, yeah. Probably around 10 laps is what I got to guess. As these guys are figuring out how to battle it out as Smalling moves back up to the second position. Let's see what he does with Marcellus. Now, I do know Thomas just bought this track right before the race. He's definitely trying to get some learning in as he's never run this track before. As Thomas is to the high side of Marcellus, he's up way by the wall as I think he's just trying to pull that momentum off running high. It definitely looks like it might be working because it looks like he gets big runs down the straightaway as he jumps to the high side of Marcellus. So I didn't get to watch all of qualifying or practice, but I will, assuming how they've been running here tonight, I gotta imagine it gets real loose if they go any lower than that any lower than that one groove there where they sealed it. If you look at the seal lines, there's one. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 grooves, but the one between the yellow line and that first seal, I haven't seen anybody go down there. I wonder if it's real slick down there. As Thomas looks to the high side, 2.5 minutes left of this one. What can he do? As he's got about, let's see, we'll call it 6 laps maybe. As Smalling to the high side, trying to get around Marcellus, figuring out where to make the pass, where you want to be when you come to the line. Marcellus gets a big run down at the bottom, but that high side comes in as you're pulling out off the turn. Side by side for the lead. It would have been Marcellus that time by if that was down to the race. 1 minute and 58 seconds left to this one as it's starting to heat up for the battle for the lead. Thomas looking to the high side. He's trying to figure out where and how do you make this work in these things. Do I have to cut up underneath them, or can I make something work on the high side that he's giving me? Marcellus is giving him the high side. He's running the middle lane down the straightaways, running the middle lane in the turns. Thomas has the high side. I mean, he could go to the low side, but like I said, it might be slick down there. I haven't seen anybody go in that bottom groove yet. As they're side by side for the lead, Thomas trying to work that high side, not able to do it. Gets a good run off of 4. It would have been Marcellus again. Got to figure out something soon. We got about 3 laps left. A little over a minute of racing left here tonight. Side by side, I guess part of what he's got to figure out is if he's going to run side by side, run that high lane, how far next to him does he need to be in order to make it work? Where has he got to be in order to get him at the start-finish line? Because really, that's the only place you got to get him. As it looks like Smalling to the lead. That was real close. I don't even know who led that lap. Side by side for the lead, almost touching tires. Coming up the turn as Marcellus drifts a little higher. Smalling with the run on the high side. We got about a lap and a half or so left here as we got 23 seconds. It takes him 26 seconds to a lap. So, yep, this is the last lap. As they're side by side for the lead. Smalling on the high side. Marcellus down low. Smalling's going to grab that speed, grab that momentum. Going to get right on the bumper, if there was one, of Marcellus. Move his way to the top. He's just trying to figure out how to pull underneath him. Down to the bottom lane. Through 3 and 4. Thomas up underneath Marcellus. Marcellus gets the run on the bottom. It's going to be Marcellus by about a car. Wow, barely gets him. Marcellus gets the win in the sprint race. Thomas second, Mark in third. Mark had nowhere to go as he was trying to figure out what these guys were trying to do. I'm sure he's just happy with that third position. Now remember, it's going to be inverted, so Kevin's going to be our pole sitter for the race. Good run by those guys. Definitely a lot of fun. And I got to imagine we're going to have a few other guys up in that battle at the end of this one. It's got 5-minute warm-up. 5-minute warm-up. We're going to go ahead and... I don't think I can pull anybody in yet. We're going to go talk to Thomas. Stowers. I'm going to get it right one of these times. Yeah, that was good. He's got the main race still. Mark Crawford, James in the booth. Got a copy?
What's going on, folks?
Oh, I guess I got to turn my speakers on. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. What's going on?
Man, good little run in the sprint race there. You were running third. It kind of looks like you weren't really sure what to do as those guys were learning a lot. Were you just sitting behind them practicing and figuring out what you needed to learn there for the main race?
Yeah, I was a little... I clinched up a little bit. I thought they were going to hit each other a few times there, but, you know, I was just kind of waiting, biding my time, waiting for anything to happen, and at the end there, Kevin almost lost it, so that was... Or I don't know who was in front of me there in second, but he only hit the wall, so that was close.
Smalling's almost at that wall. That was pretty wild. But It looked like he was trying to figure out how to pull the run, and when he pulled down the banking like that, he got some speed. I actually think it looked like he was waiting for you to get side by side with Marcellus to see what that would do to the car.
Yeah. Now I was kind of waiting for that white flag. Once that white flag shown, it was kind of balls to the wall there. So,
Yeah,
but
that was
the time I got a podium. I've been knocking at the door for a while. So,
yeah. So good run here. You think you got anything for him in the feature?
I don't know. We'll see. It was pretty crazy for the first one. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. But want to give a shout out to my little brother for always watching. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, he's up in the chat now.
Of course he is. He's probably chatting up a storm.
Oh yeah, it's good because I enjoy that engagement. But hey, good luck here tonight, and get yourself another podium for the feature.
Well, thank you for doing this. We appreciate you.
No problem, brother. Thank you. So that was Mark Crawford with a good run, and the heat race and the sprint race, as Marcellus calls it. So it's good to see him running up there. He jumped in. He must have just had a feeling I was going to talk to him. And then he jumped out. It looks like they're going to have a little pit party here, or they're just sitting here. Doesn't look like anybody's running. They're just kind of waiting. Well, if you guys give me 1 minute, if they do anything, you're going to stay with them, and I'll be right back. We're back. It's time for tonight's starting grid. Let's go ahead and pull it up. We have Kevin starting on the pole, and that number 23, Spencer Pete starting in second in the 29. Mark Crawford in the 5, starting third. We just talked to him. Thomas Smalling starting fourth in the 44. Marcellus starting fifth in the 61. And David starting sixth in the 08. Kyle in the 47 starting 7th, and Bill Sleep hopefully has a better start this time in the 161 starting 8th. Juan in the 191 starting 9th, and Jason in the 77 starting 10th, and Thomas Stowers starting shotgun on the field in the 211 in 11th position. Look, I don't think position matters at all here. This is going to be like a plate track. There's only 11 cars out here. If you're sad about starting last in this field, on this type of racetrack, then you might as well quit iRacing now, because you have a chance. Anywhere from 1st to 11th, these guys have a chance. As we're getting ready to go green, as we see Kevin and Spencer. Kevin's had a couple poles here because of those sprint races and the inverts. And Spencer Pete, good to see him running out front in that bright orange, number 29. Should be a good one here tonight, guys. I can't wait. Who do you think's going to get it? Who's your picks? Well, we know Mark's one person's pick, and really it could be anybody. There could be a sleeper here tonight. Are we going to get one of the regulars to the win, or is it going to be somebody new here tonight? It could be anybody's race as we're getting ready to go green flag racing. I do like that number 23. Sitting up front there, as the pace car will pull off going into turn 3 here, and it'll be on green, I believe, for the start. Let's see if it tells me green. Kevin takes off early. I don't know if that's a good move or not, because the draft is going to play such a role here. These guys are definitely going to be able to pull on them. Spencer Pete in second, Thomas Smalling in third, Mark sitting in fourth, Marcellus in fifth, David and sixth, Bill Sleep, he's sitting in seventh. Watch for him to move up through the pack. And of course, Thomas Stower's cutting up through the field. Justin, watch for these fast guys to go up front, and Bill Sleep will definitely be patient. Try and keep the draft. As he's side by side with Justin right now, I say patient, but Bill Sleep, the savvy veteran in the pack at the ripe age of 61, running in seventh, saying, hey, it's my time to lead this pack. As we go up to the front, we got a battle for the lead as Spencer Pete is trying to get side by side with Kevin. Going through 3 and 4, coming across the start-finish line. Kevin leads that lap as he leads lap number 2. Thomas Smalling on the heel of Pete, as Marcellus is making a move for 4th underneath Mark. Spencer Pete to the top. They got to try not to connect wheels. I do believe that they are going to have to make a pit stop. I think the pit stop is mandatory as they're coming out of turn 4. Oh, as he's not able to hold that momentum on the high side, and he falls in behind him. Smalling trying to figure out where to go. Smalling has connection issues. Mark Crawford and Marcellus side by side down the back straightaway. Oh, we got a wreck. The 23 gets turned around. Yellow flag is out. So they do have yellow flags here tonight. Let's see what happens. Did he come up on the 29? Or did the 29 just get into him? Or did he get into the wall? Oh, 29 got a big run. Didn't know where to take it. Hooks him into the wall. Tough luck for Kevin. I do believe he gets a faster base of moves there by some of those guys. Just barely miss him. Go up to the front of the packs. It looks like Thomas Smalling is going ahead and taking that pit stop now. What do you think, Lily? Do you think these cars are cool? You gonna say yes or just nod your head?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah? Are they fast? Is it fun racing? Yeah, let's see. Want to look at each of these cars? You tell me which one's your favorite, okay? You tell everybody which one's your favorite. We're gonna get to the front of these cars. We're gonna start with Spencer. Spencer's got that orange car. Oh, he's got a little bit of nose damage. Look. You see that nose damage? Yeah? You think he'll be alright, though? This is Mark Crawford. He's got the blue and gray one. You like blue, don't you? Yeah, you like that one? We got more to look at. Don't worry. This one's David Kaufman in the 08. You like that one? Yeah. Got Thomas Stowers in that 211. Look at, he's got a flag one. Is that cool? Yeah. Bill Sleep, he's got blood on the front of his. That's pretty gruesome, huh? I wonder who he ran over. Got Justin in the orange and white. Juan in the yellow, black, number 191. And Kevin, that's a cool car right there, right? And that red, white, and blue, number 23. Kyle, well, that's a cool paint job, right? And then Thomas Smalling and Marcellus, wherever he is, he's got the same one. So what's your favorite paint job? That one?
Mm-hmm.
That's your favorite one? That's a cool paint job as he blinks out on us. There he is. He's back. I agree. That's definitely a cool paint job. But we got to go back up to the front as these guys are going to go green flag racing here soon. But yeah, Kyle's got a cool paint. Do you want me to let you down? Yeah, I love you. As the pace car pulls off, Spencer Pete's going to take him to the green flag. He doesn't learn anything from Kevin. As he gets a big jump, this pack is going to catch him. And they may catch him in a hurry. We're going to find out here soon. As we got Mark Crawford and Thomas Stowers nose to tail in second and third, trying to reel him in. Now Justin in the fourth position, single file. These guys are all trying to get single file, get to the front. And Kevin in the fifth spot. Is he seeking some revenge after that little spin? Clearly an accident. Definitely a misjudgment. As a lot of these guys are road course guys, they aren't used to running ovals. But we do know that number 44, he's real used to running ovals. And I know Stowers does too, but we definitely know that number 44, he is an ace on the ovals. It doesn't matter, dirt or asphalt, as he won our Pro 2 Lights last Friday. So he's looking to take a victory here tonight as he's moved his way up to the sixth position. I don't know what happened to Marcellus. Marcellus is showing a lap down, 2 laps down. I don't know what happened to him. We're going to have to talk to him about that one later. Maybe he had some technical issues, but he's definitely a couple laps down here. Mark Crawford and Thomas Stowers side by side. Thomas is going to take that second spot. And Justin's trying to follow him through. These guys are trying to figure out who they want to line up with as this battle for second is intensifying. As I expect these guys, even side by side, to start pulling in on Spencer Pete. Spencer, all by himself, has 0 draft to help him. But he's got a 6/10 of a lead. It doesn't look like they're closing on him. Did he get enough of a lead that his draft isn't pulling these guys? If they get single file, maybe they'll catch him. As Stowers to second. But look at Kevin. Kevin's moved his way up to third. He's trying to get second. With Thomas Smalling right behind him. And Mark moving back a little bit further. That's okay. Like I said, it doesn't make a big difference. As these guys get single file. But Smalling's going to dive underneath Kevin. Smalling wants that third position. He knows he has to beat Stowers. Stowers is his biggest competition in this series, as we got a pair of Thomases at the top of the leaderboard in the standings. Smalling needs to get around that number 23 machine, as the 23 looks underneath Stowers. These guys are starting to reel in the leader as they ran nose to tail. They're nose to tail all the way through the field now. As remember, I said, don't count that number 161 out. Bill Sleep sitting here just keeping the pack. He's got an opportunity here tonight too. Where's Kyle struggling on this oval? 191. He's going to stick at the back end of this pack. This might be the place to be, as these guys could essentially all take each other out. One move could take every single one of these cars out. As Smalling's up underneath Kevin. Smalling trying to take that third spot. It's so hard to pass at the bottom here. As Spencer moves to the bottom of the track. Can Stowers get a run on the high side? Remember, that's what caught Kevin, as Stowers turns underneath. Oh, they catch tires. Spencer Pete up into the wall. Does the caution come out? No caution, as he's missing the left front tire. Oh, tough luck for the 29 as he cuts down in front of the '08. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened. 29 definitely got contact with these guys. They're all nosed, or he might not have gotten contact. Let's go see if we can figure out whose fault that was. Let's see if I can find it. Spencer. Trying to figure out where that accident was. Doesn't look like it showed up. Let's see exact. Oh, netcode again. Netcode again. As it did look like the number 29 came down on Stowers. Now the big question is, does the 211 have damage? As iRacing thought they contacted, that can create damage even if they don't. As Justin, we haven't talked about him much tonight, searching down at the bottom. It looks like he's got Smalling in tow. Will those guys make a move? And look who's up to fifth. Bill Sleep in the 161 has moved his way up to the fifth position, battling with Mark Crawford as they're back and forth between fifth and sixth. Mark Crawford making moves as Thomas blinks out there. These guys are really shaking it down. As the battle is intense, as we got 19 minutes and 40 seconds left to this race. Side by side for the lead. Justin in the front. Kevin down low. Who's going to get it? Smalling up behind Kevin. Gives him the draft. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. What? Oh, looks like we had an accident back in the pack somewhere. Where did that happen? Oh, okay. I found him. Let's see. Marcellus is behind him. Jumps underneath. Oh, the netcode again. Those guys tangle up into the wall. Tough luck. Tough luck for these guys. Man, netcode is definitely not liking these guys tonight. iRacing did put an update out today. I wonder if that's playing a role. So right now we got the 23 of Kevin leading them laps. Justin in tow. Stowers in second. Bill Sleep up to the fourth position. Look at that. Look at him go. In that number 161. Thomas Smalling down there. He's taking tires. I think the tire wear may be playing a role, as it looks like the 29 of Spencer Pete with that left front suspension damage is done for the night. Oh, looks like some more people decided to come down and pit. Stowers and Juan both down to make some changes. Are they getting tires? Yep, these guys are getting tires. Tires take so long here. As Smalling, oh, did Smalling lose a lap? Smalling lost a lap, making that pit stop and taking those tires. Oh, tough luck for the number 44 of Thomas Smalling. Now that makes me wonder, is Stowers going to get out in time? As these guys are catching them. They're in 3 and 4. Let's see. Take a look at the plan. Stowers, he's going to go. Oh, is he going to speed and make it? I don't think he's going to make it. He's not. Oh, I think he's just going to get the pace car. But that puts Smalling one lap down on these guys. Tough luck for the number 44. Can he get to the lead? Yeah, that definitely, he definitely hurt that thing. Smalling ends up a lap down with the tire change there. But hey, that may be the move to put him out front. Get that lap back the old-fashioned way. I guess we're going to find out here. And I'm curious if some of these guys still have to pit. Smalling is, or Bill Sleep is up to the third spot. Look at Bill go. Justin in second. Bill Sleep in third. Mark sitting in fourth. Trying to grab another podium finish. Kyle in that fifth position. Juan in sixth. Thomas Stowers in seventh. Smalling one lap down in the eighth position. Man, that's some tough luck for Smalling not making it out in time. As these guys are doubling it up. Now, one thing to watch out for is that number 47. He struggled here tonight to find some speed. Will he get in the way of some of these faster guys? Smalling can't be happy about the fact that he is one lap down right now. As they're about to go green flag racing. Pace car's off. Mark is on, or Kevin's on the gas. Bill Sleep right behind him. Put Bill Sleep to the second position. Look at that guy go. As Justin's trying to work the high side, Kyle's able to get down out of the way. Smalling needs to make his lap back. He's probably going to be pretty aggressive here. He's got to get up to the front and hope there's a caution flag, because he's definitely not going to pull away from these guys. But Stour has got new tires. He's going to be able to cut through the field also. New tires may play a major role here, but it takes so long to change them. As we've seen, it caught Smalling one lap down. It looks like Spencer Pete is back out. Spencer got that damage fixed. He's pulled out to put some more laps in. Bill Sleep trying to work the high side. He wants a piece of that lead in that number 2 spot. Look at Bill Sleep go as we got 15 minutes left to this race. Nose to tail, the front 3 as they've broken away from the second pack. But as I say that, the second pack starts to reel them in. We got a pair of Thomases in tow up on this pack. Now Smalling wants to get around these guys. He needs to get around these guys to get his lap back. Stowers is going to do everything he can to keep him behind him. That is who he's battling for the points lead here tonight. Man, I can't believe that bit him. Smalling staying as close as he can to get as much draft as he can, because he knows he needs to take his advantage of as many positions as he can get to the front of this pack. Smalling up underneath Stowers. Now next in line is going to be Justin. Can he make the move? As those two side by side have new tires. I do know Juan took tires, but I think he only took 2 to save some time. So I don't know how that's going to affect him. As Smalling, as the Thomases are side by side, Smalling trying to get back to the lead lap. Working hard on the bottom side as Bill Sleep takes the lead. Is he going to lead this lap? Is Bill going to lead? Oh, I don't know, because Kevin was gone. Kevin disappearing. That's got Bill Sleep in the lead. I can't even talk tonight. As they're side by side for the lead, they're reeling Smalling in. Smalling drops back. He's going to drop back behind these guys. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like he made the decision to drop behind these guys on his own. Maybe they're doing wave rounds. That might be it. They might do wave rounds if there's another caution, as Stowers is trying to make his way up there. Bill Sleep running second was working on the Kevin. He finally got backed off, pulled back into the second position as we got 12 minutes and 40 seconds left of this one. Who's going to win it? Like I said, it could be anybody. We could get a repeat winner, or we could get a brand new winner, somebody we never expected in victory lane. And that could very well be the 161 of Bill Sleep, as he's had a strong run here tonight, as Justin takes the second spot. That might not be a bad move by the 161. Let him go work that 23, wear that 23's tires out, and sit there in the draft and conserve. As it looks like Smalling is trying to pull his way back up with these. Oh, contact! Smalling into the wall. Yellow flag is out. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Smalling down on the bottom side, drifts up. Oh, net code again, but Mark definitely came down on him. Tough luck for Mark and Smalling. Smalling can't be happy here tonight. I don't know if he got any damage. Let's go take a look. Oh, Mark is definitely in the pits. Oh, he's lost it going into the pits. Don't take tires. Don't take a lesson from Smalling. Do not take tires. Oh, he's going to go a lap down. He's going to go a lap down. He needs to just drive through the pits. Speed, whatever you got to do. Oh, tough luck for Marcus. Mark is going to go a lap down going into the pits. Mark with an exceptional run here tonight. Oh, I think it looks like he might have had some damage. He had to make that move. As these guys are all taking, well, he's taking tires. So it looked like, who was it? Spencer Pete gets the lucky dog. He gets to pull around. The Smalling's got to wait for another one because he was part of that wreck. Thomas Smalling down into the pits. Going to go ahead and get as much time going in as he can so he can take those tires. Man, that was tough luck by the number 44 and the number 5. As Smalling and, oh, Mark's still on pit road. Mark's going 2 laps down now. Man, I feel for Mark, our third place finisher there, and in the sprint race. Smalling is taking tires again. Will he take them all or just? Oh, he is taking. No, he decided not to. It looks like he dropped the back end of that thing. Said, nope, not today. I'm not going another lap down. All right, guys, as we have completed 39 laps here tonight, and where's the timer? Timer isn't up, but we got less than 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left to this race. Who's it going to be? As Stowers has got the lead here. Juan in second, Kyle in third. But these guys are going to have a whole pack of cars with fresh tires behind them trying to chase them down. I wonder if Bill took 4 tires. Or at least 2. About to go green flag racing with less than... do we have to... oh, the lights are still on, so they're going to cross the line. They're going to get 1 to go this time by. 1 to go. They're going to go back green flag racing with about, I don't know, 8 minutes or so left. So we'll call it 16 lap, 15, 16, 17 lap shootout. Something like that. We'll see how many, if they get any cautions between now and then, as we have six cars left on the lead lap. But I'm telling you, we're going to get we could end up with a surprise winner or a regular here tonight, as the 211 is leading it, but I don't know if I want to be leading at the end of this one. And look at Kyle. Kyle's definitely struggled in the 47, but he's managed to stay on the lead lap. In that number, that colorful number, green and purple 47, as he blinks out. Kyle blinks out right there. Nobody really knows where he is. As Stowers gets a big jump. Where? Oh, Kyle's back on the track, I think. Maybe, no. Kyle's not back. Did Kyle lose connection? As Bill Sleep is working his way back up to the 3rd position. Bill Sleep up underneath the 77 of Justin. As they're side by side for 3rd. Leaders are nose to tail. Are they going to battle it out? As Smalling's still trying to work his way up to the back. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it'll be fun. I love Lima Land's always fun. So we got Justin and Bill nose to tail. Oh, as Bill has lost the back of Justin. Can he reel these guys back in, sitting in the 4th position? What a great run for that number 161. All these guys, I mean, these are some guys up front that we don't normally see, as Juan tries to make a move to the bottom for the lead. Side by side for the lead. Thomas on the high side, Juan down low. Who's going to lead this lap? I get it. That's more important. It looked like Juan got that lap at the line, as we got 6.5 minutes left of this race. Still side by side for the lead as they come up on Kevin. Kevin. Wow, Kevin must have had an issue there as he's falling all the way back and about to go a lap down on these guys. Oh, he's already been a lap down. Okay. Or he just went into the pits. Oh, Kevin having issues down in the pits. Side by side for the lead. Now back nose to tail. Where did Juan? Juan dropped all the way back. Where is Juan? Juan dropped all the way back to the third position. Smalling is sitting here in fifth, one lap down, trying to get his lap back, as he definitely could be a contender here tonight. I got a little lost there as I was trying to figure out what was going on with Kevin. Something happened to Juan. Juan maybe caught the wall or something. Smalling running that bottom line. Juan up high. Our leaders, Thomas and Justin, running nose to tail. If these guys get in line, can they chase him down? As Justin dives up underneath Thomas, side by side for the lead. Justin down low, Thomas up high. Who's going to lead this lap? It's going to be Thomas leads that lap. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to this race. As Justin just about cleared Thomas that time. Everybody else. Now we got Juan up in it. Juan has caught him. Thomas Smalling has caught him. Thomas trying to get his lap back the hard way as he's side by side with Juan. Bill Sleep in the catbird seat, sitting in fourth, hoping these guys wreck each other. Justin to the lead in front of Smalling, makes the pass on the bottom side. What a power move. As we got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to this race. All nose to tail right now. Front five, even though Smalling's in the lap down, he is part of the top five. As Bill Sleep looks to the bottom, trying to figure out what he can do. Can't make the move, drops back in line. Front three, nose to tail, with Smalling right behind him. Bill Sleep in tow. He's the caboose. Can he capitalize on his position? As we might have a big pile up at that of this. Bill Sleep could steal this as he dives down to the bottom, trying to figure out where something could work. Right now, these guys are learning. They're being patient. They know they got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Make a move now or make a move later. I think I want to stay in line and learn our competition tomorrow. Justin in the lead. Bill Sleep keeps diving to the bottom. He's trying to get something to work as we almost have contact between the leaders. Back in line for the three. Oh, Juan up high. Did he get the wall? I don't know. Smalling right behind him, trying to not to run him over. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Who's going to take the win? All in tow. I kind of like... Oh, that's going to... I kind of like where Bill Sleep's at. He's running that bottom line. If these guys get together, and he's at the back of it, if these guys get together, he might get out of that. He might be able to dive underneath the wreck because these guys are all running high. They're going to go to the wall first. Is that the perfect move by the 161? Also, he's learning a lot, seeing what he can and can't do with the bottom by himself. As him and Smalling both dive to the bottom side of the track. Smalling up underneath Juan. He wants to get his lap back. Oh, Juan makes the move up underneath Stowers. Side by side for second. Stowers up high. Juan down low as Juan's pulled up next to Justin. Juan going for the lead down on the bottom side as Smalling drops to the back of the pack. Bill Sleep in the perfect place to pounce. With 2 minutes left to this race, who's going to win it? Justin driving in the middle of the track. Thomas Stowers half a lane higher. Juan a half a lane lower. These guys are trying to work it whichever way they can. Catch that draft and be in position to pass. Front three, back nose to tail. As Bill Sleep in tow. Thomas Smalling behind him. I mean, these guys could potentially all take each other out. Bill Sleep looking underneath Juan. Can Bill Sleep make a move? Back in line. These five are back together, nose to tail. As Bill Sleep dives it way down in the corner. He gets all the way up to the second spot and then loses all the momentum coming out. But that would be a heck of a move at the end of the race. This is all about learning as we got 1 minute and 16 seconds left. If you're smalling, when do you say there's not enough time for a caution and you drop back and let these guys battle it out? Bill Sleep with the big moves down at the bottom as second place is side by side. Juan side by side with Thomas Stowers for second place. The 191 on the bottom, 211 up high. 47 seconds left. How many more laps will they get in? Side by side for second is Smalling. Has nowhere to go. Bill Sleep dives down to the bottom as Juan gets even with the leader. Coming out of turn 4, side by side. We're going to have 2 more laps to go. Juan working that bottom side. Up underneath Justin. Can he make it work? Oh, are they going to get tires? Almost contact coming out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, side by side. He's going to dive in. Juan's going to dive it in on the bottom as they come around turn 4 for the white flag. 1 lap to go. Bill Sleep falls in line behind Juan. Stowers right behind Justin. Giving him a push through 1 and 2. Who's going to get it? Will they wreck? Will they give it to somebody further back? We're going to find out in 1 more turn. Justin dives it down low. Stowers stays in second. Can he make a move? Nowhere to go. Justin blocks. Justin wins it. Stowers second. Juan third. And Bill Sleep with a fabulous 4th place finish. Justin played it perfectly. Put the block on Thomas. Nowhere to go. As definitely interesting at the end there. Oh, it looks like the 08 just kind of misjudged it. Coming up on these guys fast. That happens. But man, what a race here tonight. What a race. Good group of guys. As our winner had to go ahead and tow back because of that incident after the checkered flag. Wow. Wow. Can you say wow, Lily? So we have second and first in the team. We got Bill Sleep. We got to talk to Bill. We definitely got to talk to Bill tonight too. Let's talk to Bill. Bill Sleep. James in the booth. Get a copy. Bill James in the booth. Get a copy.
Hello.
I know I don't normally talk to fourth, but man, you've been sitting here, struggling, with these things a little bit on the road courses, and you come out here tonight, put a heck of a run on, and get a nice 4th place finish. And I couldn't help but pull you in for an interview.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time tonight. Struggled there in the heat, but made her up in the feature.
Yeah, it looks like you might have gotten a little wheel spin or something on the start there, but man, you look comfortable. It looked like you were trying to practice getting that dive down on the bottom. If you'd been closer, you might have gained a position or 2 at the end there.
Well, I wasn't going to win it running in a line behind him, so I had to try something.
Well, it looked like a lot of fun here tonight, and it looked like you had a blast. You got anybody you want to thank for your run tonight?
Just my son, Chris, of course, for getting me into this here a year ago, and you for all you do. You're awesome to get to know. So, and the guys tonight running out here, they did a really good job. It was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, that was an awesome race to watch, and it was fun seeing you run up front. And I actually picked you as the dark horse tonight.
Well, thank you very much. One of these nights. One of these nights.
I see you getting closer, especially at races like this, to a victory. So I expect to see you in victory lane one of these days.
Yep, me too.
So that's our fourth place driver. It doesn't look like we got third place up in here. I know Juan is on the Discord. Let's see. Mark, do you know if Juan's going to make it?
I don't see him in here, dude.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and talk to Thomas then. Thomas James in the booth, get a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Man, what a run there. I mean, it looked like you were just planning it. As we've seen Juan make some moves and Justin make some moves where you could take the lead down on the bottom. It looked like you were just being patient. And Justin just played those blocks perfect at the end.
Yep, that's just about the way we planned. He had a great run tonight. Worked with him a little bit, and he's got it, man. He's gonna be tough the rest of the series. Now he's gonna have some confidence, and he was fast in practice. He was fast in qualifying, and congrats to him, man.
Yeah, that was a good run from all of you. I mean, it was a heck of a race at the end there, and I didn't know who was gonna do what. As Juan made some big bold moves, and so did Bill, and it just seemed to work out for you and Justin a little bit better. Is there anybody you got to thank for this great run tonight?
Yeah, man. Thanks to Blue Marlin and Trident Insurance, and thanks to you, James, for the broadcast, and thanks to Marcellus for putting on the series. It's a lot of fun so far. I got wrecked in the first one, and I heard you say it was netcode, and then it was netcode, and everybody kind of spread out, and it led to better racing at the end. I'm glad.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was a lot of netcode. I don't know if it's because this track isn't made for these or if it had something to do with the update today. But I saw very little actual contact. I do know that the wreck that happened early on in the race when I think it was Kevin that got turned out of the lead, that one was definitely not netcode. But a lot of the other accidents, nobody actually touched. It even looked like there was netcode against the wall. So. But definitely a good race for you tonight, and as always, good watching you out there. So that was our second place driver. Let's go ahead and bring in our winner, Justin James in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Man, look at you going out here getting your first win of the season. Is this the first of many?
I don't know if it's the first of many, but it feels good to get one under the belt. I felt like last week I had enough pace to get, P5 or higher, and that's kind of been the goal. Thanks to some help from Stowers again this week too. I mean, last week he really coached me up, and I would say, a second and a half a lap is what he picked me up. It was quick, so. But it was awesome. Even in the heat race today, just running behind Stowers, obviously he got touched a bit on the wheel and went inside, and I drove right over the top of him. So both of our races ended at that point. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun tonight.
There are two people in this league that I've seen that no matter where they go, they're going to be competitive. And it just so happens both their names are Thomas. And you can get advice from either one of them. It's always going to be a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. This I've only been iRacing for not even a month. A month maybe. I probably got 20 hours in this sim, 30 hours maybe. Nothing compared to these guys. Just seeing how fast he was, just wanted to link up with him and get some advice. Obviously, this was my first oval race entirely. Lots of good fun.
Yeah, it was awesome watching you out there. And I got to know, as you're coming out of turn 4 and you know Thomas is making that move, what is going through your head as you probably played some perfect blocks there?
Honestly, just watching the mirror and seeing where he was going. I know that the toe was making a huge deal just from earlier in the race. and you get that really strong run as soon as that wall breaks. And I was just watching for him to come down that inside line. I had to plant, close that door a little.
Now, you said this is your first oval. I've done a lot of plate track racing, and this looked a lot like plate track racing. I bet you after this race, you're sitting here thinking, I never knew I could drive in my mirror as much as I did.
That's all you do, right? It's kind of crazy how much you're just staring at the mirror, and the corner comes, you look away a little bit, but otherwise, I'm pretty much driving in the mirror. So.
Yeah, well, good run out here tonight. Good, congratulations on win number 1 of the season. Is there anybody you want to thank other than Thomas?
Yeah, I mean, Stowers, obviously, and then you guys for doing the broadcast. It's been fun. I watched some of your other races, doing a great job. And then obviously Marcellus for putting on the league and being nice enough to let a rookie in. So,
Well, you're proving that being a rookie means absolutely nothing because you're out here winning races and running good solid races. As I've seen the progress over the last few weeks, and I hope to see you in victory lane again.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you. So those are our winners for our top 4, essentially. Our third place driver wasn't there, but man, what a great race here tonight. Let's go ahead and do a run through on tonight's finish, and then I'm going to get out of here. So, for tonight's race, if I can get to it. Are you going to show? Of course it doesn't want to show. Oh, it did show. We got Justin in first, Thomas Stowers in second, Juan with a strong third place finish. He had a good run here tonight. I would have loved to talk to him, but Bill Sleep finishes 4th, Thomas Smalling in 5th, Kevin in 6th, Kyle in 7th, Spencer Pete in 8th, Mark in 9th, Marcellus in 10th, and David brings it home 11th. I'll tell you what, another one you can tell he clearly was not comfortable. He's an A driver, but was not comfortable on oval races. Is that number 47, Kyle? He played it smart most of the race. Man, I thought he was going to get himself a top 5. He still ends up finishing 6th, but good run for him tonight out there learning. Definitely got the highest safety rating in the group. But hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And as always, we got Pro 2 lights later. But as always, be safe and have a good night.